Hey Jace, what's up? How you doing, guys? Welcome. There's not much to talk about tonight when it comes to the markets. Just got a 12-hour shift, and we're just gonna give the market some algorithm boost. And so if you hear TikTok, just go ahead and tap the screen if you can for me. Obviously, I wanted a podcast, but I'm live on YouTube at the same time, so if you wanna help me out, just go ahead and click the link on my YouTube channel, on my profile, and subscriber wise is good. But if you watch 5 minutes for me, that would be great of any video, as I'm trying to push the um, improve the channel's reach. That would be great, guys. On TikTok, YouTube live stream on YouTube is usually, unless you're talking about some specific stuff, is usually not that trendy, and or you have a big community that shows up. But obviously, man, my throat's also messed up, so I guess I wouldn't be able to read anything at the same time tonight. Also, follow me if you have not. Follow me in the on my TikTok is one of my small accounts, and let's see how we can help each other. Also, if you have a small channel, a YouTube channel that you're trying to grow, that's why we're here for. I'll give you a shout out. I'll subscribe and check your videos. Go ahead and share that with me. Um, yeah, tonight I am not feeling that great, man. It's just, what are we gonna do? What are we gonna do tonight? All right, so I want to check one more platform that I really like. It's called the Arena app. Obviously, I can live stream, but the live stream looks terrible because you can only live stream using using the desktop. My desktop camera is just terrible. Hmm. I wonder if I can use my cell phone, my other phone, but I don't really wanna. See, you gotta have a lot of stuff, and I don't have it for Arena app. Honestly, it's just crazy. The camera is gonna look like terrible. I'll try to show you guys, but oh man, yeah, my camera is gonna be bad. My camera, if you see how my camera looks like, my goodness. Yeah, I look like something else every time I use a live stream on the Arena app, honestly. I need to move this bag out of here. Looks like I'm moving all the time when I'm live on the Arena app. But the Arena app, I'm gonna show. Oh, actually, don't even worry about it. Arena app is really cool. If you guys want to check it. Arena app, and then go to Twitter and type Arena app or the Arena app, and you guys will see it. It's an amazing platform. What is this bag doing here? Do I need to move you too? You are embarrassing me. You look like something else. Get out of my bag. Anyways, how are you guys doing? What's happening? I am live on 3 platforms. I really look at that. I really maybe I'm becoming a streamer. Who knows? Who knows? Maybe I'm becoming a streamer. I'm live on the arena on the worst camera ever. I don't know why my camera looks like this. Black and white camera. So let's see if anybody shows up my arena app. That would be cool to see. But TikTok is doing what it does. It really not favoring me these days. But also, I'm using my small account that's less than 1,000 followers at this moment. So um, I don't want to do my other one because I got a lot of friends and I got nothing to tell them. My voice is completely messed up tonight. But if you guys on my TikTok app, if you haven't checked the Arena app, check it out. It's amazing app, and you can see it's I'm live streaming. Although my camera is messed up, I'm live streaming over there right now. It's a decentralized app, which means it's like better than X, and you can live stream. You can do audio or video streaming. It's really cool. Check it out, guys, if you want to. You can build a community so easily, very very easy. I'm not sure if I can open another page while I'm live streaming, but I would have showed you guys. I also tried to promote it on TikTok and share with my friends, but TikTok does not like when you're talking about other apps, so they shut it down right away. But if you're here on Arena, just let me know. So hey, what's up, bro? How you doing, Raju? How you doing, brother? Yeah. Sorry about the camera, man. That's my laptop. It turned out that way. I have no idea what happened to it. I don't know what I did to it, but it looks like from something else, somewhere else. Yeah, but how am I? Is my life, Raju? Is my life lagging or anything like that? I hope soon they release the app. Let me see if I can change anything about the camera setting. Okay, let me say setting and see what is in there. Yeah, I'm live on TikTok at the same time, and also live at the use what is it on YouTube. But YouTube live streams don't really work that great. It's just nobody will come. But I just wanna keep trying it, keep trying it. Maybe one day, who knows, I can build a better community. Any recovery phone number or something. Okay, I would add that later, but I need the camera. Um, okay, the camera setting. Let's see if we can improve it. No, I don't want to minimize that one. Where's my camera setting? What is wrong with you? Okay, so the camera, not privacy setting. I just want to see if I can improve it. Man, this is bad. This is bad. There's one time I knew this stuff. Now, as you go older, you forget how things work anymore. Mm, okay, the browser, it's in use. I can see, but I need to get out of the black and white. Showing me black and white. I can't figure it out. But Raju and who else is here? Hey, welcome everyone in Arena app. Thank you for being here. Arena is amazing. I love it. Much better, less noisy and destructive than other places. Obviously, it's a crypto focused app, but at the same time, the community is still out in the other platforms. So, how's your night, guys? If you're in Asia or Europe or wherever else, I guess you're a different time than mine. It's about 9 p.m. right now for me. So, you guys have anything? What are you seeing around the markets? What are you experiencing right now? What level of pain are you experiencing? I really want to know. Mm, okay, so let me get this out. That's not what I want. All right. Kathy Woods. Kathy Woods is always talking about something interesting. Let's see what she's talking about tonight. Sorry about my voice, guys. It's just messed up today. Last night, I think last night I got up and man, I had a cold, really terrible cold. Welcome, brother. Siwo. I think if I can read your name, otherwise it's just not showing me correctly. Please stop the screen for me if you're here on TikTok. It's gonna get kick me out one way or other. Thank you guys. Welcome everyone on YouTube, which is only one person currently, unless that person just goes away at the same time. All right, so we're struggling, man. We're struggling. We don't have community yet, so be part of the community. Join me. I really talk about nothing, so don't expect anything important at all. Um, but at the same time, I don't dance, so everybody tries to, most cases, if you dance, people will watch you, but otherwise, nobody cares about you. So appreciate you guys. Everyone on TikTok, please check the link on my YouTube. Go ahead and just 5 minutes of one of those videos. I'm really trying to get out of the YouTube jail. That's what I call it, YouTube jail. Um, I got enough subscribers, but honestly, there was one point I got disappointed and I never posted anything. And um, yeah, I guess those hours expire and I didn't know. And now I have to start all over again. So yeah, it's hard building community nowadays. Like it became interest media. It's not social media anymore. It's interest media where view like everybody goes and views whatever they're interested. If they like the topic or whatever people talking about, they kind of view it. If not, um, hey, what's up, my brother? The thing is, I'm also live, guys. I'm also live on Arena app. If you don't know, the thing is, if I minimize my page on half of the computer, since Arena app is not designed for computer for iPhones or whatever, right? It just the entire chat disappears, so I don't see what you guys writing until I minimize it. I mean, whatever you call max whatever. All right, so Kathy Wood, I see Kathy Wood is still buying. This morning when I checked, I was alive and I we talked about the things that she was buying, and now I see article that just dropped like 30 minutes ago. Maybe this was, unless it's a different time. It says 18, so it must be today. Let's see what she's talking about. Kathy Wood's ARK investment bought more crypto-related stocks across two of the most its exchange-traded funds on Tuesday, increasing its position on Coinbase, Circle, and Polish. Yeah, and yesterday we talked about this. She bought 10 million, was it 10 million in one place, about $7 million in one place, and something like that. I guess, total of close to $20 million she spent yesterday. I that was early this morning. So, this morning there was a huge, crazy stuff that was going on in the entire website, whatever website, internet went down globally. Most of it. Now TikTok was still on. Yeah, Google was still working, but a lot of websites were down. But around 9 a.m. when I checked, they had the news that came up that time when websites came back live again. Um, we read how much she bought. She was just going crazy on this buying stuff. So let's see. Our ARK's Tuesday trading filings show that the ARK investment ETF or ARKK and the ARK fin is that fintech initiative or ETF or ARKF purchased a combined 3 million worth of coin. Ooh, she's buying Coinbase. I didn't know that. Wow. Coinbase global shares and $3 million worth of I knew the Circle Group shares that she bought. She added Coinbase too. Coinbase must be down. I didn't check, but Coinbase must have been at a discount. ARK also loaded up 1.1 million worth of bullish. So it's bullish. She's keep adding bullish too. The new purchases came Coinbase and Circle shares traded nearly Flat on Tuesday, Coinbase closed down about 1% at 261.79 cents, while Circle inched up at a very small number. Very small number. Where did I go? Where did I go? Where did I go? What am I doing there? Gosh. Get me back to my article. Get me back to my article. I'm not computer savvy. Sorry, guys. Tap the screen view here with me. Um, all right. So the new purchases came as Coinbase and Circle shares traded nearly flat on Tuesday. Coinbase, and we talked about that. ARK has also expanded its exposure to crypto-related equities in recent weeks. On Monday, it bought about 10 million worth of bullish shares across three ETFs. Last Thursday, it added $7 million on bullish, along with 15 million in Circle, $8 million in Bitcoin. So she's adding. And guys, you need to check Kathy Woods. Just go ahead and please study whatever she does. She is very, very smart person. It's not somebody to downplay the whatever she's doing. And tap the screen if you're here with me, guys. TikTok does not like me these days. Help me out. So I would go ahead and study Kathy Woods. She talks every, I think, every month or after every economic data. She gives a huge, she releases a huge data information talking about what companies or what she's looking into, what she's expecting will go up and all that stuff. Very important and very informative. She will literally tell you where she's going next. So if you want to be very successful, study what that lady does. All right. Her name is Kathy Woods, and you will see it. U.S. Senate banking chair ICE's vote on crypto bill next month. So they kind of delaying. I think they say next month, but hey, next month is also holiday, so there's gonna be a lot of days off and stuff like that. U.S. Senate Banking Chair Tim Scott said Tuesday that he aims to have the committee vote on crypto market structure bill next month by the end of this year, next month. Obviously, we only got 1 month left by the end of the year. That's funny. We believe we can mark up and vote on in both committees and get this to the floor of the Senate early next year, so President Trump will sign the into a legislation. Scott said Tuesday on Fox News Morning with Maria. Oh, is that Maria? The market structure legislation requires approval on both Senate banking and structure committees, as it deals with both security and commodities regulations. Scott says the legislation would protect the consumers while helping cement America's dominance as the world's most powerful economic for the next century. The Republican senator unsuccessfully pushed up to pass the bill by September this year, for blame, which he blamed them Democrats. The Democrats have also has have been stalling because they don't want President Trump to mark America. The crypto capital of the world, Scott said on Tuesday, appearance on Fox News. It also it's not just for President Trump; it's for the American people. He added. Uh, the Sen- the Senate has also worked on its own crypto market structure legislation after the House passed its own version, the Clarity Act, this summer. The Republican-led Senate Banking Committee seeks to um, delineate jurisdiction between the Securities and Exchange Commission (SEC) and the Commodities Futures Trading Commission or CFTC, while creating a new term for the asset. the clarity which cryptocurrencies are not securities. Republicans also need to Democrats' support to advance the bill. Amid ongoing bipartisan discussions on the legislation proposed by Senate Democrats was leaked. The six-page proposal focused on decentralized finance and would task the Treasury Department and other financial regulations with defining an entity or person exercise control or sufficient influence. This I cannot say anything. This draft drew a heavy criticism from many of the crypto industries, which also argues it would essentially ban the DeFi. Welcome, guys. Thanks for being here. Tap the screen if you're here, guys. Um, so that is so funny. That's so funny. We are seeing the same thing happen over and over again. And remember, if they drag it to 2026, anything can happen because that's a it's an election year. So I'm guessing it's election year, right? Please let me know if I'm right, if I'm not right. As long as if I remember, um, if I remember, it would. Oh man, my headache. Let's go back here. Let's go back here. Let's see if there's any new articles coming up. All right, Bitcoin okay declines and moves into consolidation at key point. Let's see what they're talking about. Bitcoin, Bitcoin. Everybody's talking about Bitcoin. What are they talking about Bitcoin? Welcome, guys. All right, nobody's here too. Bitcoin poses decline and moves into consolidation near very key levels. Right, let's see. Bitcoin price found the support near 89,250. Bitcoin is now correcting some losses, but also faces many hurdles near 93,500, 94,200. Okay, Bitcoin price attempts to recover. Bitcoin price failed to stay in a positive zone above the 92,500 levels, which BTC appears to remain active below 92,500, but pushing the price lower. The bear gained strength and were able to push the price below 90,000 zone and 90,000 zone. Yeah, a low was formed at 89,252 and the price is now attempting to recovery wave. There was a move above the 50% retracement levels of the recent decline from 95,888 slowing swing high to the 89,252 lows. Bitcoin is now trading below $94,000 and the 100 hours simple moving average. Besides, there is a bearish trend line forming with the resistance of 94,200 on the early chart of the BTC USD pair. If the bullish attempt another recovery wave, the price could face a resistance near the 93,350 level at the 61.8 retracement level of the recent decline from the 95,888 swing high to the 89,252 low. The first key resistance is near the 94,200 level and the trend line. The next resistance could be $95,000, a close above the 95,000 resistance might send the price further higher. In stated case, the price could rise and test the 95,500 resistance Any more gains might send the price towards the 96,500 levels. The next barrier for the bulls could be 96,800 to $97,000. Another decline in BTC. If the BTC fails to rise above the 94,200 resistance zone, it could start another decline immediately. Immediate support is near at the 91,500 level. The first major support is near the $90,700. The next support is now near 90,000 zone. By more losses might send the price towards the 88,800 support in the near terms. The main support sits at 86,500. Woo! That is a big decline. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. There is a trouble. That is a big trouble, guys. I'm not lying. That's a big trouble. Let's see my friends at that right now. What you guys? Oh, thank you for. Oh, thanks for the hearts, man. Thank you. Appreciate you guys. Thank you, my people. Thank you, my people at the arena. Um, yeah. Actually, I like the arena better now. It's arena. That's the only app that's even putting some likes on there and communication at the screen. Honestly, it's just like, let me show you guys what's happening on my other platforms. I hope you can see, but that's one of my phones, and the other one's over there. And then if you can see, it's like one person comes, but nobody even likes the screen. Hmm. TikTok is kind of terrible. Anyways, I could be the terrible one. Not gonna lie. Not gonna lie. I'm not dancing, and everybody likes those who dance. All right. So that's what Bitcoin is looking like. It's not beautiful. I'm not gonna lie. I longed at today when it was going up, and now I haven't checked because I was working 12 hours today, and even once I didn't even check whether I'm at a loss or in a profit. I really didn't pay attention at all. I think it's time to check because it's scary. $86,000. Maybe you just this time you just let it go. Honestly, it feels like you just let it go this time. Don't try to buy anything. Just let it go, and in few months everything will crash anyways. So hey, if for last half of which we in the last half of November proves that the market's still alive, and we see the gains keep coming December, yeah, you're gonna lose some guys. I muted the entire time? That's terrible. I think at that rent I was muted the entire time. Man, that's bad. Ay, ay, ay. I think that was bad. Was I muted the entire time, guys? I just realized I was muted the entire time. That's bad. That's bad. See, I need to remember that when you live stream on the arena, it literally puts you in mute. And the camera is always off. You have to turn it on, back on, or whatever. What else can I do on the arena anyways to live stream? Have you guys live streamed on the arena? I know you can share a screen so you guys will be able to see the page I'm reading. But I have so much information on this computer so I can share screen. I have all my documentations and stuff, people I was working with the entire day. So I can't share the screen. If you're on TikTok, please tap the screen for me, or if it ends, it ends, because it's gonna kick me out anyways. Um, but yeah, sorry guys on the Arena app. I didn't realize the volume was I was muted, honestly. But we'll get used to, and hopefully they will release the mobile for version of it, and I will never live stream anywhere. I mean, I will live stream on YouTube because I want to grow my YouTube channel. But that's all about it. Appreciate you guys, two of you, staying with me. Um, all right, let's see what's happening. What's happening? Canaan. What is Canaan stock? Who is Canaan? Is that how to say it, Canaan? Welcome everybody on TikTok. Please tap the screen if you can for me. Canaan. Canaan. What company is this? Oh, stocks. Let me add stocks because he's giving me historic. Okay, Canaan. What is this? Yeah, doing business as the Canaan Creative, known as the Canaan. It's a Singapore-based computer hardware and first manufacturer. Ah, that's what it is. Okay, because I like to know who I'm reading about. So it's a computer manufacturer that we are reading, and looks like the stock just took off on Q3, which is we in Q3. Are we in Q4 or Q3? I have no idea. I lost track of everything today. Baba, welcome. Or Ababa, Abib, I cannot see anything. Sorry. Tap the screen view with me. Appreciate you guys. Shares in Canaan jumped 20% on Tuesday as Bitcoin mining hardware maker reported its third quarter revenue doubled from last year. Shares in Canaan surged on Tuesdays after Bitcoin mining hardware maker reported its third quarter revenue doubled from last year, driven by high demand for equipment and multiple miners saw revenue increases. Canaan said on Tuesday that its total Q3 revenue increased 100%, 104% from last year to 150.5 million. Woo! Due to a substantial volume of the order, with its mining equipment revenues making up to the lion's share at $118.6 million. James Jean Cheng, the miner's chief financial officer, said in the company's earnings call that the largest number of sales came from clients in the US who started actively placing sizable and repeated orders. So people are starting ordering mining equipments and mining Bitcoin because hey, if your miner wins, you just got yourself a Bitcoin, but it doesn't mean it's free because you have to pay the electricity, and these miners require huge amount of electricity. That's one of the downfalls of the Bitcoin. It's like you need a power, and when you're in the United States, you're talking about big numbers. You're not saving that much. Welcome, guys. Welcome. Appreciate you guys. Sales of the North American customer contributed 31% of the total revenue in quarter 3. We are happy to witness the strong demand recovery of the North American market. Yeah, after Trump and all these bills, and there's an appetite for market growth right now, especially in the high risk assets like Bitcoin and crypto. Um, Other miners have also been reporting strong earnings. Hive, ooh, I didn't know Hive is a digital reported about 285% earning increase on Monday, while Bitfufu doubled its third quarter revenue of uh, of the back of demand for cloud mining and equipment as miners so they to capitalize the rise of the Bitcoin price. All right, so that's cool. Good luck for them. I mean, congratulations. It's a dollar. I think it's currently the shares is a dollar. So 20. It must be in somewhere in 60, 70 cents to a dollar. So that's a good return. If you knew before the pump, hey, we could all have gotten something for ourselves, but we didn't know. That's why I read all of this because all these articles give you the information on what's going on, where the big money is going. Companies like Van Eck, and uh, people like Kathy Woods, or Michael Saylor, and all this stuff. They give you a Bitmine, whatever that new Ethereum ETF thing is. All these people, and when you read about the articles I've written about them and the companies they buy in or the shares they buy in, it gives you indication where the money is going. Let's see. We read about Canaan. What is the newest now? Okay. All right. So we have something about the Bitcoin revenue. What is it? Bitcoin reserve, U.S. Bitcoin reserve. So now this article is about them. The U.S. government is unlikely to start accumulating Bitcoin for its strategic reserve until other nations make the first move, says crypto entrepreneur Mike Alfred. Alfred said in podcast published on Tuesday that the U.S. government will start putting Bitcoin into its own reserve created earlier this year when there is enough pressure externally. Once the U.S. government recognizes that others are making action before them, that's probably catalyst adding action into additional action into the future. He said, adding the timeline for the U.S. government action is up to in the air, comes as the industry executive have been pushing for the U.S. government to step up its pace and of accumulating Bitcoin to avoid the stockpile size falling behind other nations. And that's the thing. What everybody was pushing was, hey, while it's cheap and under $100,000, let the U.S. Government buy as much as possible. Well, that helps the market because, hey, when a giant company, like I mean a government like the United States, start buying Bitcoin, well, we're not talking about small number of Bitcoin. We're talking about possibly billions of dollars. And now that means U.S. government taking a risk by themselves, and they don't know who's holding about million. Like a person like Michael Saylor alone controls 600 and almost 650,000 Bitcoin. Six. That means he holds more than the U.S. government, I believe. Let me double check that because I don't want to say something I'm not sure. All right, so I need names, please. Give me some names. Yeah, so the largest holders, let's see if I can. Um, yeah, it would be Satoshi Nakamoto, obviously, the guy who created it, Michael Saylor, Binance, Cameron Winkler, well, that is MicroStrategy, Tim Paper, Block One, and ZZ, um, Marathon Digital Holdings, Tesla, United States comes there. So United States is also one of the biggest holders, but they're not the biggest holders. There are like three individuals who also hold more Bitcoin than the United States currently, right? Satoshi Nakamoto is holding something like 1.1 million Bitcoin, right? Michael Saylor himself is holding about not too much, about 17,000 himself. That's what he owns for himself. But MicroStrategy holds 400, and it's not 400. It's standing 640 40,000 Bitcoin, right? Cameron, whoever that is, Wick Lover, whatever that family is, they're holding 70,000 Bitcoin. Tim Draper, what that is, I don't even know who that person is. But he holds 29,000 Bitcoin alone. and Binance holds 609,000 Bitcoin. So MicroStrategy, Satoshi Nakamoto, MicroStrategy, and Binance hold almost like 4 million, close to 4 or 5 million. Just them 4 million, around 4 million themselves. Let alone Tesla. Tesla is holding what? Tesla is also holding good amount, about 10,000 Bitcoin. Not that much, right? But so far is the only technology company that, I mean, with technology, I mean, El Salvador is another company that's holding largest amount. I mean, a big amount of it. Yeah. When the president of El Salvador announced 1 Bitcoin a day, Bitcoin was 50, 60, 70,000 if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, so Robinhood, Galaxy Digital, Grayscale, and um, these are biggest holders, one of the biggest holders of Bitcoin. United States government's holding 213,000 so far Bitcoin. So they're not holding small numbers. So they don't have the need to buy a huge stock right now at billions of dollars right now, because they already have 200,000 Bitcoin. They can really damage the market if they sell everything today. Michael Saylor can do a damage to the market if he decides to sell. If anybody finds out who Nakamoto, whatever the Satoshi Nakamoto guy is, and he dumps his entire holdings, or they dump the entire holdings, because who knows if it's an individual or a group, you're gonna see huge damage in the market, because he's gonna sell over 1 million Bitcoin. So these are the top holders. Top holders, you know. So number one is Satoshi Nakamoto. They say BlackRock is number two, MicroStrategy is number three, Fidelity is number four. So numbers keep changing, and then U.S. government becomes number five, right? All these companies, well, so far the information we have, Fidelity is like 200, about 300 thousand Bitcoin away, overtaking Satoshi Nakamoto, right? So yeah, they can damage the market, they can sell it, they can force sell it, they can take the price wherever they want, because they have unlimited price. Don't forget that some of these institutions control the United States government. They really make decisions when it comes to, like BlackRock controls everything they want. They very much own everything they want to own, right? And now you have new powers that are coming. MicroStrategy is getting in there. Fidelity is there, which collects retirement funds for every single American, a lot of Americans, for whatever that is, 401k, whatever it is. If a small percentage of that is invested into the market is gonna go up. It's not going down. So the 200, the U.S. government is number five so far. There would be other governments and individuals that would pass, but basically what they're saying is, until they see other institutions, other governments taking the risk to buy an increase. I mean, not to buy, but to buy and add their reserve, Bitcoin into their reserve. They won't do it. What would they do it? Yeah, they will hold. They already hold 200,000. They can add. They can even buy a million Bitcoin. But to say that it's the reserve, it's gonna replace um, gold, or we're gonna diversify our holdings, reserve holdings, and instead of holding 100% gold, we're gonna make it a quarter of that Bitcoin. That means most of that money won't move. It's a reserve currency then. So why would they take the risk by themselves? Yeah, they can be the leader, but they want to see other small nations trying to put that, like El Salvador can, because El Salvador has huge amount of Bitcoin already. If they move that Bitcoin to making it a reserve currency, hey, who knows? Maybe the government can chime into that. But it came so far. We 1 year into the Trump administration. You know what it starts after 1 year. No president gets a free 4 years. Do whatever you want. You know, unless wins the midterm. So the fight starts after January. So if he's so positive on legalizing crypto, passing the making it a reserve currency, all of that, if he does all of that before the midterm, now then the Democrats can use that against him. But now he's got a leverage to still lead the market and say, hey, we still haven't done our job. We have to legalize it. We have to put it. I mean, he's gonna sign the all the whatever crypto needs. But if you see, if you run saying, hey, we're gonna the first when we win the midterm, what we're going to do is make Bitcoin the reserve. We have everything ready right now to buy it. A lot of the financial institutions will maybe be behind him and support and put money behind the candidates, Republican candidates. And also, you're gonna have the fight again in the other side saying, "Hey, this is a scam. Stay away from it. The government is gonna sell the 200,000 Bitcoin that they hold, and whatever the since that's the narrative, whichever group that wins, well, you're either going to see these markets go up, risk assets, or you're going to see a huge catastrophic dump, basically. And maybe that's why we're seeing the market is not doing what we wanted to do, because if you have markets going down that year and it's already like 70-60% down, and what if the Democrats win in every election and you have a blue wave again? Well, that's going to send another 30-40% alone. That alone is going to send 30-40% markets down. So maybe they delay in the bull market. And then because the outcomes of November could be either catalyst to, hey, a longer cycle, or it's going to be sell everything you can moment. I don't know. I don't know. But one thing is for sure, if Republicans if the Trumps keep pushing that we're gonna do all the go forward with this and we're gonna add Bitcoin as a reserve currency, I'm guessing that the other side is gonna say no, we're gonna take everything. If we win, we're gonna reverse all these laws. We're gonna write all blah 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 whatever they, because all they want to is they want to win. End of the day, they don't care what happens. Technically, they don't care what happens. These individuals don't care anything but themselves. So let's see. That's what he's saying. As United States will not be the first country, but meanwhile, until November, we may see other countries taking that step first, taking the risk, because maybe those countries are not democratic countries, then they don't worry about elections. It could be one of the wealthy kingdoms that we have. Maybe it's Saudi Arabia that he's gonna push them to, hey, diversify 2035, because the prince is pushing so hard on diversifying the Saudi um, economy. They could Trump maybe can say take the first step and I will buy it, or maybe it's gonna be the EU, whatever that's called, UAE. We don't know so far, but all of these are possibilities. But so far, analysts are saying no, U.S. will not be the first. They won't see other countries jump first. Yeah, understandable. Plus, don't forget we say they hold 200,000, so it's not necessary. That is that. Not too much news coming up. Let me see the timing because I have to. sleep. I have cold that is driving me insane. For my guys and girls in Arena, thank you so much for your support. Appreciate you guys. Let's pray. Very soon, Arena releases the mobile app. I hope they release them on because I love Arena community more than anything else. It's not toxic. It's just very supportive. Um, you can tip people right away. You can support your best creators. You can stake. You can earn rewards. You can hold crypto. You can buy crypto over there. It's best of both worlds. What am I trying to do, guys? Okay, crypto panic again. I'm using crypto panic, so if you're not using crypto panic, it's something that you should get into. If you're not using crypto bubble, something that you need to go and use crypto bubble, guys. That's where the information is. Crypto bubble gives you little bubbles on how the market's doing, red or green or whatever color you choose. Crypto panic, it gives you news as it comes up. That's where they kind of advertise it, put it link of the articles, and you click that and it takes you the website or wherever they publish the article, and you just read. That's what I'm doing, nothing else. I'm just sitting there in crypto bubble. I'm in crypto panic, and clicking every links that comes up. Most of links, those links are going to save websites, and you just read the article. You know what's going on. Usually, I don't like to talk about specific coins because it's, hey, whatever you look into or you want to study is not my business unless it's the king of the crypto, which is Bitcoin. Obviously, we want to discuss because wherever Bitcoin goes, the rest of the market will follow. So it's so far is the king of crypto. What do you buy is up to you. I only read some articles, and we're gonna look at what smart people are writing, talking about. We're not gonna worry about what country is doing which and all that stuff and gossip stories. I'm not into gossips. US wants. Oh, we read this. Wants that won't be the first country to use that. We just read that. Where was I? We read the ARK Invest increasing, buying Coinbase, Circle, bullish about Bitmine. So four companies that ARK Invest is buying. Keep that in mind. They're adding, and also look, ARK Invest is not buying. They already hold Bitcoin and Ethereum and all of that stuff, right? But they know the real winners when this legislations and regulations are all done. People want to trade on or buy ETFs on these platforms. So the what surrounds, what keeps this, what will keep the crypto market or digital assets, we should say, running is what they're betting onto. So they're buying all these giant companies, all these startup companies, all these successful companies. You know, why they buying Circle? Circle controls what? Tether, right? They mint Tether. They're into so many things. Why are they buying Coinbase? Coinbase is a trading exchange, right? It's publicly traded exchange. So when you buy Coinbase stock, you indirectly buying crypto because that's what you're betting on. It's an exchange that people buy crypto. So if the crypto is profitable, the company is gonna make billions of dollars. Why? Because every person who trades crypto or buys crypto in their platform, they pay what? They pay service fee. If you transfer your crypto, you pay service fee. If you onboard crypto or buy USD, you pay service fee. If you want to use DeFi exchange or DeFi platform, hey, most of the cases you need a big exchange. That's intermediaries between you and the bank. So you transfer the from money from your bank, you deposit into Coinbase or crypto.com, and then crypto you transfer from the crypto.com or Coinbase to your DeFi platform that you're using. So they are right there in the middle. They take the money from the bank, they charge you some money, you transfer it from Coinbase to your DeFi, they still charge you money. Or you don't want them to charge you. Okay, you pay the membership, $40, $100. I saw some crazy amount of money that you can pay as a membership. Well, they give you some benefit, but all of that money, if 50 million Americans use, not even 100 million, only 50 million Americans use, and they all paying. I personally pay $30 a month because I onboard my money on Coinbase, and then I buy, send it to whatever DeFi platform I'm using. So once you're doing that, you don't want to be charged a lot of money. You could be paying $10, $20 each transaction you do, or you could be doing that, or maybe they will charge you $1, or maybe they won't charge you anything. Why is that free or close to free? Because you pay in membership, right? So all of this, if even 10 million Americans pay $30 a month, or 10 $15 a month to Coinbase, that indirectly boosts their whatever coin whatever stock market, right? Stock price. So that's why they, when it goes down 30%, companies like ARK Invest, VanEck, BlackRock, they got billions of dollars just sitting, doing nothing. All they could have done is loans, bank investments, opening a business for somebody, and then you don't know if that's coming back for you. But right now, they can buy a stock, and that stock could 3, 4, 500, even 200% in a single year. They get in a return they have never gotten before, right? So yeah, that's so they buy in the surround, they buy in Circle because that's where USDT is. Without USDT, you won't get the cash out, in and out, because Bitcoin. What are you gonna do with it, Bitcoin? You don't want to sell your Bitcoin, or if you want to sell your Bitcoin, how are you gonna sell it? Probably you're gonna take your profits in USDT. Well, that's Circle, right? Or USDC, which it works with Coinbase. Coinbase got the USDC. Oh, Circle could be USDC, right? Maybe I'm wrong, but anyways, it's either USDC or USDT. I don't want to be wrong. All right, one of the ones, because tonight the news is not newsing. All right, my brain's not braining today. So that's what happening. What's happening, guys? Let's just hope everything doesn't go to zero, or maybe they do, but who? You better always hope that the market does better. Come on, don't tell me everything's down again. So what is this? All right, so YouTube, that's an hour. I do an hour on YouTube usually. I don't do more than an hour, so usually nobody shows up. But I just want to boost the algorithm and be